Facebook page right now. How you guys doing? I also wanted a big shout out to, here, I'll take this off, Vegas Tech in general. I feel like there's no better place that I'd rather be than Vegas right now for this idea. And I want to thank everybody. All right, so Evinar, turn your Facebook page into a live interactive broadcasting platform in under 2 minutes. So I have a couple questions for you. Have you ever had a memorable experience interacting with a Facebook fan page? I haven't. So every time I go to a Facebook fan page, maybe I like something or I post an angry comment. But I've never had like a really memorable interaction like I had when Elu did a little question and answer about the community. When was the last time you got to chat with your favorite entertainer live through Facebook? So part of the community, I've met a lot of cool people, and one of the people that I've met who's been really instrumental is TJ Doyle, who's a sports agent. And so thanks TJ, big shout out. And so, I got this call, and he was really helpful with the idea, and he said, hey, how do you feel about Mario being on your platform? I said, what? When do you want to do that? Tomorrow, man, set it up. So we had Mario, the artist, come on the platform, we streamed it, and it was a really cool feeling seeing people interact, ask questions directly to Mario, and they liked that. And what if you could attend a community event from your own living room? So these are some of the people that are using Evinar right now. So this is kind of what it looks like live from any Facebook page. And so this is an HD show that we did of Mario, which was really cool. He asked questions right away. This is all in the last 4 weeks, by the way. So we've had 400 shows in the last 4 weeks. Something's going on. Yeah. Looks pretty official. I wish there was audio. So this is Micah. Michael's a local Las Vegas artist, and this is Micah on his Facebook page playing for his grandma and art developer in Maryland. He loved it, and it's a really good platform for Micah to interact with his fans. And this is Megan Barker, who's also another Las Vegas artist, and she was launching a CD and wanted to show her fans, and she actually monetized the concert and charged $5. We let users figure out if they want to monetize the show or not. And so Megan was really cool, really fun. The equipment, it's based on the hardware and internet. This is Kim. Kim runs a travel blog out of Arkansas, and she's been doing shows consistently every week with about 200 users. And it's really cool. So one of the features that we have is you can use other APIs. So Capital One was one of Kim's sponsors. So while she was talking, she did like a YouTube video with Capital One during her show. So this is a guy who's actually a Barbara and fashion. I think he's using your app, the Salon app. He told me, I don't know. And so he's explaining how to do this girl's hair for a play live to all his students. This is a radio show that wanted to get people to like their Facebook page. So one of the features that we have is a Facebook like gate. So in order to see the content, you have to like that person's Facebook page, which you can imagine is huge. And this guy loves dogs. And every Wednesday, he does a show about dogs. It's awesome. It's really, I never knew so much. There was so much to talk about. I'm not a big dog guy, I don't know. And so these are some of the ways that people are using the platform. Oh yeah, and let's not forget TJ hooked it up with Corey Maggette. So we interviewed Corey Maggette. It took 2 minutes. It looks pretty professional. Randomly he called, who did he call? Tony Parker from the Spurs, and talked to him. And it was awesome. It was good. Just his fans could ask him questions and he could interact. And this is literally, like I said, all been in 4 weeks with the help of the local Las Vegas community and the people here. So thank you guys all a lot. So who's on Evinar? Everyone. So from musicians, doctors, artists, politicians, Elu, athletes, brands, bloggers, poets, actors, speakers, and activists have all utilized our platform. And why are they using Evinar? We talked a little about it in some of the clips, but basically you can build a long-lasting relationship with their fans. 2 minutes. We have the light gate, direct contact. You get key demographic information. So it's built on Facebook for Facebook, which is the different from a lot of our competitors. Here's our team. So we have 3 co-founders, me, Adil Reza, and Zain Zafar. And they have a great background. I got really lucky to be partnering with them. They're really great guys. They've developed some really big products. They had a product called Klobby, which was a chat application that got 4 million downloads. And so it's kind of cool seeing the, from the idea stage, and on. What's up, man?
On the top left.
That's me. And that's you, developer number 6. And like I said, we're getting a lot of press and publicity. I'm really thankful. I couldn't have done it without any of you, all your help and guidance. So we're on Mashable and TechCrunch before we launch some of our features. And what's next? So I think that we have a product, we're ready to launch it, and really it's about content, community, and connections. So we have Ryan, who's helping us stream this live on Facebook with Reveal, who's a live streaming production company. They do a lot of stuff. He's also an app developer, and this is his first time seeing the Vegas Tech Fund. So welcome, Ryan. He's going to do a lot of stuff for us. And so Ryan and I are going to be trying to stream a lot of community events. And I think that, I want to start this in Vegas, and I want to, start streaming the jellies, and I want to start streaming ALU and the different verticals and Shift Vegas, and really get people involved and start it here in Vegas and see what happens. Let's show, nationally, what Vegas has to offer. And any connections or help is welcome. So thank you. Questions?
Totally not questions. 2 things. One, you didn't mention an awesome feature, which is that you can live chat during it. So people aren't just watching the show. They're your fans are interacting, right in front of you, which is great. And if you're just there, which just chatting, you can interact as well, which is cool. The other thing is I just realized that I totally should Evinar the science lecture on Thursday. So
there we go. So talk to me. Yeah.
So how are you different or similar to Chill?
Okay, so there's a lot of competitors in the space. None of them are built on top of Facebook. So, there's Livestream, Ustream. They're monetizing their platform by paying for the bandwidth mostly. And so the way we monetize our platform is either a percentage, right now, is a percentage off the tickets, or by through ads, which we're not doing yet because we don't have enough users, but eventually we're looking for sponsors and advertisers to help us build the platform. So, and then some of the other light gate features and some of those things, chatting with people. So right now, there's nothing like our platform. I think that's why we're getting so much feedback and so many people using it. I'm sure, in 2 weeks it'll be something up. But for right now, I'm just going to do the best I can, and I really want to start and help the Vegas community. So that's, yeah.
Question for you. Is it only video, or is it blended content, webinar type stuff?
Exactly, that's a great question. Thank you. So it's not just video, and actually I could show you. Or here. I wonder if I can. All right, let's see. So can you see that? So this is the dashboard when you sign into Evinar. And so basically, not only can you do broadcast, and you can broadcast just from your webcam at your house, or we've set up a camera, whatever you want to do. But you can also use, we have APIs that we use, so you can add slides, you can add text, you can you can use YouTube and live stream and Ustream, all the different APIs to make your own broadcasted channel, whatever you want. So that's kind of the idea. So I'm sure we'll be adding more features and more APIs as we get going based on what people need. We have a lot of features that aren't up on the site. We're just trying to keep it extremely simple. And when we're talking to some of the bigger clients that we're talking to, we're trying to get them feedback and add the features that they want. So, yeah.
What does it cost for the end user if you're doing the ticket sales? What percentage are you taking?
Yeah, so that's a great question. So right now we're using Facebook credits. So Facebook takes 30% just on our on our own platform, but we've also developed our own credit card processing system. So we only take 10%. So to answer your question, right now we take 40% of the ticket sale. The user gets 60. So, and it's free, obviously free to use for anybody.
I'd like to add, I've been playing with Evinar, and I think it's super cool. But you're worried about what your what your bottom line is if you're using this and generating revenue. When you're broadcasting on Evinar, you're going to get. If you broadcast on live stream, you just kind of put it on your website. And when you're broadcasting on Evinar, they're going to start collecting all this data for you of who's watching and all these demographics. And I think as they grow and they build and they get support, the content they're going to be able to deliver you back of who's watching your show is going to allow you to sell that to advertisers. I mean, if you get to a point where you have 100,000 people watching your show, your Evinar, and you can say to Southwest Airlines or American Express or Toyota, hey, look who's watching my show. I want you to put banner ads during my show. It's going to be a real great source of revenue for the people hosting these Evinars.
Yeah.
Do you have a way to archive it?
Yeah, so right now it's tied in, so if you want to, you can automatically upload it to YouTube, and we're working on different solutions for that. One of the things that I think, though, is that we live in a time where everything's on demand, content is on demand, and it's great, but I think that there is still something to say about live content, and I really think that in my business, although that'll be a part of it, I think that I, right now, really want to focus on live content, and because it was really cool when we did the Mario show, or Ron Paul, came on the platform. I like how I threw that name in there. No big deal. When these people came on the platform, it was really cool. Like when you're waiting for the show, luckily, hopefully it starts on time, but like we were late, 30 minutes late for Mario. And let me tell you, Mario has some angry fans. They were not feeling that. But I think that there's a really cool element of like when you're in a real show, that experience of you're in a room like this, you're feeding off of the people and the energy. So even like that on Facebook, now you're chatting with people, you're seeing what they say. Mario sung a song, Ron Paul said something they liked, and just that experience is really cool to see how people react to it, in live time. So cool. Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate it.
Thank you to everyone.